You don't have any sort of an estate plan in place, we can have a whole bunch of unintended consequences when it comes to your house, your money, your business, whatever assets that you have. Quite frankly, if we don't have any plan in place at all, uh, state law governs what happens to certain assets. So if there's an asset like a business that's just in your name, or like your home that you don't have a spouse or somebody on with you, North Carolina state law is going to tell us where those assets go. And most people think that if they're married, everything just goes to their surviving spouse automatically. But in North Carolina, if you don't have a clear estate plan that tells us that, your spouse and your children might wind up sharing some of these assets as a part of the estate. We have to be really careful when we set these things up, and we have to make sure we're defining who those beneficiaries are. So if you pass away and you own a business, a lot of times your business itself is considered personal property. And the first thing that tells us is that we have to go through probate in order to distribute that to somebody else. If you don't have a plan, a will, a trust, or something that tells us who that beneficiary is, that business could wind up being split between maybe a spouse and children, or if you don't have children and parents are living, things get really complicated. So it could wind up in a number of different ways that don't line up with what you want to see. So if we want to unpack that, we should talk about it.